Thank you. All right, call to order the January meeting of the Economic Development Commission. For the record, we are recording this to be to have a record of it. So we will start with the roll call. Director McLaughlin,
Here.
Tony Odo here. Gada Abdulaz Fahmy, thank you. Patrick Roby.
Here.
J.P. Hotchbaum, Larry Calvert, Ethan Tudor-Leon,
Here.
Patrice Gallagher, and Trustee Kumar. Okay, we have a quorum. We'll get started. Can I get a approval of the November minutes once everybody's had a chance to go over them?
I'd like to approve the minutes for November.
I'll second it.
Second, thank you. All in favor? Aye?
Aye.
Aye, okay. On to new business. Anybody have any business retention reports since last meeting?
I popped in a few times, never could talk to someone that's in charge, but I'll keep trying with that.
Sure.
So,
It is a new year, so I guess we're gonna maybe should we look at assigning a couple new ones, or because last year was kind of a shortened, amended, start with it, continue with what we have, I guess, because do we have a tally of how many reports there are?
I mean, I have four.
Four?
On the form.
Okay, four total.
Total of four.
So, maybe for right now, let's just keep with the same and we can look at next meeting, I guess.
So yeah, that's actually one of the things that the village board has requested a summary of the 2023 reports. So one of the things that I need from you guys then is essentially, you've got four, you have, I don't know how many,
Or no,
whatever.
I don't
No,
know, I'm sorry.
four total.
So I created a Google form, a shared Google form, and I gave it to everyone. So I can
Okay.
actually share this with you, so you could have everything with
Okay.
you
Yep.
instead of me.
Yes,
Okay?
that would be
'Cause
preferred.
Patrick had it
Yeah.
Okay,
before, so this.
yeah, I'll
So I'm
need that,
gonna,
absolutely. So the idea then is everyone who has done a retention visit and has had a conversation needs to be put in some sort of summary so that we can compile a report for 2023.
Okay,
And then obviously going forward,
yeah, and that program started, I think, not even until like July or so.
Sure,
So
yeah.
it's gonna be a short one that year, but,
absolutely, that's not the,
sure, no, I understand. But, okay, and maybe we can even, it's, in all honesty, been a while since I looked at the form. I know it has the questions on there. And then is there a box for maybe a summary or type out a couple
so-
sentences?
So once you have it, you could just download an Excel, and then it has the summary there for you. So I could show it to you now.
excellent.
I just need your email. Thank you so much. I have it, but, so I don't know if we need to do a summary because it is on there.
If
So
if the
take a
summary's
look
in
at-
there, then that's
yeah,
perfect, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
perfect.
I did not know that existed.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah, it's totally fine. So I can take that and I can make it more of a report kind of thing. And the idea was that I could bring it forward to the next meeting for your guys' review, critique, comment, whatever, make final adjustments, and then send it up to the village board
Okay.
for here's their 2023 report.
Very good. Okay, we can,
So just one more question, Mark, I'm so sorry.
It's
Do you
okay.
have like a Gmail account?
I
I know
have a
it's-
personal Gmail, but send it to my work one, I'll get it from there.
Okay, because, I don't know, if you
Google
would be able
Forms.
to open it?
You should be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
There just might be some edits and stuff you're not able to do, but you'll still be able to open it and
Okay.
everything.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else on business retention reports? From anybody?
no, I just know we talked about that, coming up with that letter to kind of.
Yeah, an introduction letter.
That's right.
So,
Hey,
JP.
Sorry.
No,
no worries.
it's all right. So when we are gonna draft something like that, is that something that should be drafted here together as a group or something?
Well,
They-
if the
'cause-
summaries are in there, that's your
No,
guys'.
Not the summaries, I'm sorry, we had
Oh.
talked about like a introduction letter.
Oh, the
or
letter,
cover
I apologize, sorry.
No, that's all right, just something, because I know when I called a few times, it had to go through like one person, and trust me, I get the same calls. You know, like if there's not much information, you don't follow through much on it. So maybe just something that says, you know, very, unassuming, because what I think happens is people hear Economic Development Commission, Villa Park or something, they think like, oh, okay, I gotta put my guard up, which is, the opposite of what I
Right.
think we wanna do.
Right.
We wanna, say this is actually to try and help benefit, sometimes there's a us versus them mentality, and we wanna, just a cover letter, because I had a hard time getting through to who I actually wanna meet, and I think there's, once maybe either the word gets on the street about them, or you get through that we're really there just to get some information, and nothing that's gonna affect their licenses, or we're not here to snoop around, I guess.
Right.
So we were gonna try and come up with a letter
Sure.
that maybe we could send, that's like, hey, we're we're here to help, or just listen, I guess.
Yeah, so there's a couple ways that, you guys obviously meet once a month, so you can assign someone or a couple people to come up with some language. You guys can send it to me and I can kind of put it together for a review at the next one.
Okay.
Or at the next meeting, be prepared to workshop a cover letter, and then it's all hands on deck. And we
Sure.
literally write the letter while you're
Okay.
here. Those are the two viable, unless you just say, write a
Well,
letter. Which is
there-
also possible.
Is there anybody who would like to take it on by themselves, or would you guys like to workshop it? I mean, I would assume if we workshop it, we should all come with like a little bit of a rough draft, and
Yeah.
we can
Yeah. I
meld
think that's a
those
good
together.
idea. Yeah.
To do
Yeah,
something?
come all together.
Okay.
Nail something up.
Okay, so then I can make that an agenda item for the next meeting.
Okay.
Cover letter workshop.
Is it okay? Can we send something out that's so that we have the members that aren't here, or the commissioners, can then see? Maybe we could have something by next time, or do we have to talk about it and then and then bring something to then? Let's say
That's the difference between the first scenario and the second scenario. The first one is you guys send stuff to me in advance, and I kind of throw it together as a EDC document, and then you
Would
review
you guys
it.
be willing to do that? I mean, I'd rather come with something to work on already than just sit here and start from scratch.
Right.
So, however we can do it, so everybody can maybe come with or send it to you pre.
Yeah, if you can do it in
Would be
advance. then
preferred
we
by
can-
me. I mean, can we take a vote on that, I guess, and.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so can I get a motion, or can I make a motion?
No.
Would anybody like to make a motion to set up a cover letter, and send them into Director McLaughlin before the next meeting, so that
Each
we
one of
can,
us
so that
send
we
in
can
something that
workshop
we-
it?
Okay.
Yeah,
Make a
so,
motion to send a cover letter.
Drafts, yeah.
Second.
okay, all in favor?
Cool.
Aye,
Aye.
okay.
So yeah, send those over to me. I'll make sure you guys all have a card. If you don't, which has my email.
I have one already, so.
Yeah. It's just easy this way.
Perfect.
Okay, is there anything else before we move on from the business retention reports?
Thank you.
All right, seeing none, public comments. There's no one here from the public. Okay, moving along quickly, good. Commissioner comments. Unless would now be I guess not. Commissioner comments. JP, do you have anything you'd like to?
I did visit Standard Meadery. They are looking for a place to expand to because they can't expand at the current location. And I heard there was a place is it like across the street from you that's empty
Uh,
or
think there is a
for
place.
sale?
For rent, right?
no.
Or is it?
It's been sold. They're building out
Okay.
across from me, Captain Demo's room,
Okay.
or the captain's room.
Captain's room, They just
Yeah.
received their liquor license at the
Yeah,
last board
they-
meeting.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. Yeah, because when I talked to her, like her initial plan was to set up shop in Lombard, but she had difficulties there, so I just don't want to lose them. So I
Sure.
think trying to find them a bigger place would be helpful, keep their
Okay.
business. So, but I have no idea if there's anything available or not. Or
Where are they located now again?
They're on Park,
not a park.
just
Park and
west
Park
of,
and Ardmore, yeah.
Gazebo.
Oh, okay.
yeah, just west of Ardmore on the south.
Yeah.
side there.
And they're pretty busy, so they do a lot of business. So
Nice.
yeah, is there like some kind of website that shows like properties for like commercial space or something like that?
I think that's being accumulated.
Okay.
It's come
Yeah.
up in the past.
Nothing that the village is maintaining.
Okay.
No, it's, there's for-profit websites out there that do that, that's their sole
Oh, okay.
purpose.
Yeah.
LoopNet, CoStar, there's a variety of them.
Okay.
Or if they have a broker, there's the entire MLS commercial listing website, which
Okay.
literally has every property that's for sale.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Or lease or rent or whatever the case may be, but,
Are
Do
they
you have-
looking to buy a place or just run?
I think they want to buy. Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
yeah,
that'd be Domito's place on the corner there, but.
204 South Villa,
Yeah.
I
I
don't
don't know
think
if that
is
how big
for
that is.
sale. I think it's been talked about being rented out. I don't know if it's actively available for rent.
Yeah.
But as far as for sale, I don't think so.
Across the street is for lease. Because I was looking at that, there's a tutoring center, remember I asked you about? There's a tutoring, Bright Kids, or Imagine, just next to Jewel, right here.
Oh, it's a tiny space.
It is tiny?
Yeah.
So it was a tutoring?
Yeah, it didn't last very
who'd you
Yeah,
speak with
good.
at Standard?
Lindsay, she's the owner,
Thank you.
and they said they love it here, so they didn't have any complaints really. So.
Okay. Do you know how many square feet they are in currently?
It's pretty tiny, but I
guess
don't
like
know.
2,000 or,
That would seem right. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, they're a brewery, so they gotta have space for that. So her other plan was to put the brewing space somewhere else and just expand where they're there, Yeah. But having it in one spot.
Yeah, I think that with Illinois, you might know better than anything, transferring alcohol has to be like done by a third party or distributor or,
Typically,
but I mean,
yeah.
that's their business plan, but
Yeah.
might not be cost effective for them to be in two locations or.
How does Moore do it?
More brews on site?
Yeah, but they also
Yeah.
bring in from,
Well,
They
they're,
signed some, they, forget who distributes for them, but they.
yeah, there's a
distribute
distributor, I
also.
believe that has.
I mean, once you're in a contract, there's loopholes around that, they can deliver, but you have to be contract with
Yeah,
someone.
but I don't think you can transfer your own alcohol even from like, Ram Brewing was like one of the early examples. They would brew at one and had like two other restaurants. You had to
Yeah, I
use
don't
a.
think anyone's really enforcing that too much or
Oh.
looking into it, but,
Gotcha.
That was it for me.
Okay. Got any comments?
Oh, good.
Pat?
no, not much.
Ethan?
Yeah, I don't really, I don't really have anything either. I think it's a good idea. I mean, to maybe get a list of those places, like you said, like the commercial places. I know, like you're saying, like there's also the, like third parties that are doing it.
Yeah, nobody reports to us what's for sale.
Yeah.
That's just, to house that data would just be,
Yeah. That'd be, you have to go fetch it. That'd be hard.
Yeah.
To do, yeah.
Right.
Gotcha. Sweet. All right, sounds
Okay.
good.
Yeah, I don't really have any comments other than, let's hopefully have a productive 2024. And, hope everybody had a good new year and that's all I have. So, we have President Nick Kazone here. Would you like to say anything? I think that falls under, Village Board Liaison
Sure.
comments.
Not a lot, I'd like the idea of you guys doing that business, for going out and talking to businesses, we've talked about that a lot. We're real good at bringing in new businesses, but keeping them here is always a problem, the comments that I generally hear from business owners here. I saw some of the comments, or the one comment about Lunar Brewing,
Yeah.
It's interesting, but that's what our code is, you know,
Yeah.
it's mostly for police, you know, to be able to see what's going on in there.
Oh, okay, I wasn't
That-
sure.
That's the reason
Okay.
behind that, why the windows can't, on a tavern, you have to be able to see into the building.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Okay.
make sure that nobody's, you know,
In there
3 in the
after hours,
morning behind
yeah.
the bar, you know.
In the disco.
Yeah, so, but, no, I like that idea of going out and talking to the businesses, you know, whatever we can do to help them out. You know,
Okay.
Mark's been a good, person to talk to, because, you know, he's willing to talk to people, you know, if things don't fit, you know, what we can do to help out, to try to get, you know, get them in there, but, you know, like I say, hopefully, things pick up this year and we can get some more new businesses in.
Good. Then I got one other thing for the next agenda. So we got the workshop item on there, and we will potentially have the review of a business district tax and sales tax rebate agreement for the potential new Polaris dealer that's trying to locate in the village. So all new sales tax rebates, incentive agreements, TIF deals, everything that has a economic development financial component to it is gonna be run through the EDC. Similar to how planning and zoning has petitions where they run in front of it and say, is this a good thing? Well, all the economic development side of stuff's gonna come to you, and you'll review and either make a motion to recommend approval or to recommend denial, which will eventually go to the village board. Cause then they have to pass ordinances on those agreements.
So will we get any information from staff
Mm-hmm.
on like are you gonna give us like benefits and negatives of doing it? or-
Full analysis.
Okay.
Yep.
Wonderful. Okay.
Yep. Yep. So that one, I had it on the agenda for this particular meeting, and then they resubmitted a red line and the terms of the deal changed, so
Okay.
I had to pull it.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be something that has to be accepted or denied on that meeting, or can it?
So it depends,
Sure,
you know, we
until
can work
next-
into that. The idea is that it doesn't take a long time, because obviously, as you know, you only meet once a month.
Yeah.
And people are moving at the speed of business. So,
Right.
but, you know, hopefully with as much information, and you'll get it in advance,
Yeah.
just like planning and zoning does. You'll get it that week in advance to look, review, ask me questions for clarity, and then discussion. and-
Yeah, I hate for a
recommend,
big
yeah.
project, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and
Accepted right away or denied.
and usually there'll be lead up information, but
Okay.
this one just happened to be right now. This is what's going on. So
I think we look forward to taking on some tasks like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and especially if the TIF, which is supposed to be approved in February, gets through, then obviously that will spur more economic development incentives up and down that, because all of
Yeah.
those are then deals.
Wonderful.
So
Same-
that'll be
similar-
February, you said?
It'll be on the agenda in February for village board approval. Yeah,
Perfect. Awesome.
yeah.
Do you know the date for the February meeting?
For you guys,
Third Wednesday.
you guys are the 21st, February 21st.
21st. All right.
The TIF hopefully be on the 12th meeting, right?
That is what we're shooting for.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we have to wait 30 days from when we had the public comment.
14.
Yeah.
The 14 days? Oh, I thought it was 30, okay, 14 days.
I did see your meeting. And so it was
I don't think having the more advanced.
interesting.
details,
Got some
The
good-
public
some
hearing?
good- Yeah, some
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll
no,
be
actually the village board meeting, the last,
Yeah,
where the tip came up.
The
Yeah.
public hearing was in the village board meeting.
Okay,
That's
yes,
what that
yeah.
whole thing was. Yep.
So-
Have some good conversation.
Yeah, I saw that. Okay,
So yeah.
anybody, anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. It'll be those two things on the agenda for next
Pat?
meeting.
Would you have anything? Okay. Then can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
A second?
Second.
Second? All in favor?
Alright.
Aye. Wonderful.
All right.
All right, thank you guys.
Sweet.
I have an off-topic question.